Hey, you guys, welcome back. I'm Lindsey Bliss, and today's class is going to be based all around just fun variations in half moon and side plank. So, kind of like a lot of these videos, it'll be like an intermediate-ish class, and it's just gonna have building blocks that kind of start smaller and then always build on top of each other as the flow builds as well. So as you flow, have fun, grab a block if you need, and feel free to just kind of explore and find some variations of your own as you play around. And from there, class will begin today in a child's pose, toes together, knees out as wide as you'd like, your hands out nice and long. Get cozy, and I'll see you on your mat.
Cozy, get comfortable, and we'll take the first few moments just to arrive. As always, press your palms down to the mat, and maybe just take just like a couple moments just to breathe. I feel like there's two types of people waking up. It's either you just need to lay a little bit longer, or you need to hop right up out of bed. So wherever you're at, or maybe like whatever the type of person you are, what you need today, give yourself maybe a little bit extra zoning out and just like feeling the support of the ground underneath of you. Otherwise, make it active. Press your palms down, grip the mat with all of your fingertips. Maybe rock your head side to side. Awesome. Start to deepen your breath. Breathe in through your nose. And then maybe breathe out your mouth or out your nose, getting right away into that ujjayi breath. But first things first is get into the breath. Awesome. Hello. Awesome. All right, take your right arm, thread it underneath your left. And then lay your chest right back down. Very nice, you guys. And then feel the weight of your body. Just kind of stretch that outside of your shoulder. Nice. Big breath in. Big breath out. Nice, you guys. Come back through your child's pose. And switch your sides. Nice and simple. Awesome. Same thing, start to feel the weight of your body. Just kind of stretch out that outside of your shoulder. Maybe lean a little bit more to the left or to the right. Just kind of see what suits your fancy this morning. Big breath in. Big breath out. Nice. Come back through your child's pose. And then from here, I want you to keep your legs as they are. So knees a little wider, toes to touch, and start to just rock forward and back a little bit through kind of like a tabletop, and then back to a child's pose. And just make a little bit of movement. And I'm dropping your hips forward, kind of like a cat-cow. Get crazy with yourself. If you want a little more, you can keep your knees bent, bring your heels towards your glutes. Or take something a little more traditional, moving right into just a normal cat-cow. Don't think too much, just move here. Tuck chin to chest. Then lift chest, just breathing in and out. Again, make your breath a little bit more audible here and see if you can move just a tad more slowly than you think you can. Awesome. Start to come back just to a neutral spine. And then take your right leg, straighten it all the way out and back, lift your heel up. Nice. And then I want you guys to try to push anything touching the ground a little bit more into the floor. So push your shin down into the ground. Nice. Okay, back through your right heel, so firming up everything. Cool. Tense up your right fingertips. Start to point your right toes to the right and stack your right hip on the left. Cool. You can either pivot your left foot over to the left side of your mat, or just lift your right arm up. So it's kind of like a modified half moon pose. But again, think about pushing your shin bone into the ground. Nice. Big breath in. Big breath out. All right, from here, take your right foot down, modified side plank. Ground down through all 5 of your toes, especially that pinky toe. And then push down through your left hand. Keep pushing the floor away. And then maybe you even lift your left shin up off of the mat. Nice, big breath in. Take your top arm over as you breathe out. Awesome. Right hand down, tabletop. Right shin down, straighten out your left leg, out and back. Nice. And then take a moment, connect with the ground. So push shin down. You should feel your core light up just a little bit. And then start to like point your left toes to the left, stack left hip on right. Lift out to your left fingertips. And then maybe you lift that left hand all the way up. You're always welcome to pivot your right shin, but it's kind of fun to just play with the balance aspect of a parallel shin. Nice. Reach through your fingertips. And then the left foot comes all the way down to a modified side plank. Nice. And maybe you press so much that you start to hover your right shin up. Nice. Big breath in. Big breath out. All right, tabletop. Let's do that one more time each leg. So right leg goes out. Pivot your foot. Maybe lift your right hand up to that modified half moon. Nice. Big breath in. Right foot down. Maybe your left shin hovers. And then if you want, you can straighten your left leg out for a fall in triangle or hover your foot for like a fun little side plank. Slowly come back to table. Straighten out your left leg. And same thing, modified half moon. Take your time, go slow. And feel that connection with the ground. I know, embrace the wiggles. From your modified half moon, left foot down. Maybe right shin hovers. Maybe right leg goes out and continues to hover. Yeah, getting into it right away. Big breath in. Big breath out. Left hand down. Downward facing dog. Take it all the way up and back. Pedal on your feet a little bit here. And into one knee at a time. Just let yourself be here and ride. Wiggle your hips as you need. Feel the heat you've already built in maybe 5 minutes of the practice. Awesome. All right, rock forward, high plank pose. Find quite a bit of stillness here. Push down through your hands. And then push your, all of your toes into the mat. So you lift a little bit higher away from the floor. Downward facing dog, take it back. We'll rock that just a couple times, high plank pose. Down dog, rock back. One more time, high plank. Down dog. High plank pose, rock forward. All right, from here, walk your toes all the way up towards your hands, ragdoll when you get there. Give me a little kind of wrist roll. It should feel pretty nice. We've already weight bared this morning. We heard yes and no. Nice. And then from here, find a halfway lift. Hands on shins, lengthen the crown of your head forward. Exhale, fold, soften. Let's do that 2 more times. So halfway lift. Forward fold. 1 more time. Halfway, lengthen forward. Nice. This time, move your hands to your hips. Squeeze your glutes, rise all the way up to stand. Nice. We made it. Standing. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. My mom always used to say, waking up in the morning, you just need to get your 2 feet on the ground. So we got here. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, forward fold. And find a halfway lift. Fold. Tadasana. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to hearts. We're just setting a pace. Inhale, reach up high. And exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Tadasana. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, hands to heart. Okay, moving on. Inhale, reach up high. And exhale, fold it down. Find that halfway lift. Step your right leg back, left leg forward, low lunge. Keep your right knee lifted. And then I want you to wiggle your right toes back a little further. Cool. Lift up onto your fingertips and re-engage your right glute, your right butt cheek. Awesome. So you're more elevated than sinking. Cool. With your left arm, big twist. Maybe give yourself a little half bind. Or if you want some movement, you can circle your arm out, your choice. Awesome. Left hand to the ground. Step your right foot forward. Halfway lift. Nice and simple. Switch your side. Left foot back, right foot forward. Low lunge. Wiggle your left toes back. Lift your chest. Squeeze your legs, your glutes. Right arm goes up. Nice. Reach through your fingers. Maybe half bind. Big breath in. Big breath out. Cool. Right hand to the ground. Forward fold, top of the mat. Halfway lift. One more time, switch your legs. Right leg goes back, left leg forward. Anjaneyasana, drop your back knee. Inhale, lift your chest. Hands to the top of your thigh. Push your thigh forward and then lift your chest, so resist. Press down through your right shin. So you start to feel a little stretch on the front of your right quad. And then arms go all the way up. Nice, take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Cool. Left arm back, right arm forward, twist. Nice. So we're gonna hold these first ones for a little bit longer. So I encourage you to reach through your left fingers. So actively reach there's something right beyond your fingertips. And then come back through center, inhale, reach out. Hands to the ground, high plank pose, step back. Super strong. Knees up or down, lower all the way to the ground. Reach your arms back like wings. Locust pose, but keep your feet down. So lift your chest. Reach your fingers back, start to lift your hands. Nice. Now maybe lift your legs. Take a big breath in. Exhale, lower down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. 1 more time, lift. Cool. While you're lifted, while you're hovering, move your hands right next to your side ribs, but hover them off the ground. Like you were, I don't know, where your hands would be placed for chaturanga. And then hands to the mat, feet to the mat, lift your chest, cobra pose. Pull your hands back, belly forward. Awesome. Lower down. Tabletop or plank pose. Downward facing dog. Take it back. Big breath in. Big breath out. All right, from here, lift your right leg all the way up. Step your right foot between your hands. Anjaneyasana, drop your left knee, lift your chest. Again, first one a little slow, hand to thigh. Press down, back shin, foot squeeze. Lift your heart, arms go up. Nice, full breath in, full breath out. Right arm back, left arm forward. Reach beyond your right fingertips, your left fingertips. Come back through center, inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Find a halfway lift. Fold. Tadasana, inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up high. Then exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Left leg back, right leg forward, going a little faster. Anjaneyasana, drop your back knee, inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist it to the right. Inhale, back through center. High plank pose, step back. Awesome, lower slow to the mat. Locust pose, arms go back. Move your hands towards your side ribs. Toes drop, hands drop, cobra pose. Awesome, high plank. Downward facing dog. Lift your left leg all the way up. Step your left foot between your hands. Anjaney, inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, twist to the left. So as a flow. Inhale through center. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Tadasana, inhale, reach up. Awesome, hands to your heart. One more time through, inhale, reach up. We'll add on a bit. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Right leg back, left leg forward. Keep your right knee up. Combining the two, easy twists, left arm lifts. Anjaneyasana, right knee drops, reach up. Inhale. Exhale, awkward twist to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, high plank pose. Lower to the ground. Locust pose, arms go back. Squeeze your shoulder blades, hands by your sides. Cobra pose, ground your feet, ground your hands, lift up. Maybe lift to up dog, downward facing dog, take it back. Big breath in, big breath. Right leg lifts. Step it forward. Easy twist, right arm up. Drop your left knee, inhale, Anjane, reach up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale through center, reach up beyond your fingers. Forward fold, top of the mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. All right, we're halfway there, reach up. Hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, fold. All right, we're gonna add on one more piece here. Halfway lift. Left leg back, right leg forward. Easy twist, lift your right arm up. Anjaneyasana, drop your knee. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, twist to the right. Awkward twist. All right, from here, left hand down. Easy twist, or take a side plank or a modified side plank. Right foot steps back. Big breath in. Big breath out. Right hand down. Lower all the way to the ground. Locust pose, arms go back. Move into a cobra. Hands by your sides, maybe up dog. Down dog, take it back. Awesome, lift your left leg right away. Step your left foot between your hands. Easy twist, left arm goes up. Anjaneyasana, right knee down. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, twist to the left. Right hand down, left arm up. Modified side plank or side plank. Left arm goes back. Left leg goes back. Awesome. Okay, this time it's a little bit different. Step your left foot forward wherever you're at. Meet at the top of the mat. Right foot comes to left. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Tadasana, reach up. Hands come to your heart. Nice, you guys. Take a full breath in. A full breath out. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold. Find a halfway lift. High plank pose, step back. Moving to some sun salutation A's. Let's hold this first one together. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. All right, knees can be up or down, but lower into chaturanga and we're gonna hold it. So just halfway here. Nice, keep your shoulder heads lifted. Take a full inhale. Stay here, take an exhale. Awesome, upward facing dog. Lift your chest, hips drop. Downward facing dog, take it back. Big breath in. Big breath out. All right, start to connect your hands to the mat. Feel your down dog. Lift your hips. I'll give you about 4 breaths until we really start to flow. See if you can start to strengthen your armpits a little bit here. I know that sounds weird, but just try. Lift your hips. All right, on your next inhale, start to look forward. Bend both of your knees. Step or hop top of the mat. Halfway lift. forward fold. Tadasana, inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, lengthen. High plank pose, step back. Or jump back. Move through a chaturanga. Maybe hold it for a full breath in. A full breath out. Up dog, lift your chest. Downward facing dog, take it back. Big breath in. Big breath out. Awesome, look forward. Bend your knees. Travel top of the mat. Halfway. Fold. Ta-da, inhale, rise up. Maybe lean back a little bit. Exhale, forward fold. Bring it all the way down. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. All right, look forward. Bend your knees. Travel top of the mat. Halfway lift. Fold. Tadasana. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Bring it down. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Take it back. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Awesome, you guys. All right, let's pause here in our down dog. Take a couple moments. Again, maybe try to grip the mat with your fingertips and then push the mat forward in space. Just see what happens. Let her hit yes and no. All right, from here, widen your feet and walk them in just about a footprint. And then come up to your left fingertips. Cool. If this feels kind of unsteady, maybe you just stay here with the support or walk your left hand back towards your left ankle. Again, see what this feels like. And if it feels okay, take your left hand over to your right ankle and then pull yourself in, look under your right armpit. You can bend your left knee, that can feel nice. Left hand back. And then we're gonna swap it out with our right hand. So right fingertips, linger there. Walk fingers back to right ankle. And then left ankle, pull yourself underneath. It's like a little peekaboo. Nice, big breath in. Big breath out. Awesome, downward facing dog, and then walk your feet back as you normally would. Cool, lift your right leg all the way up. Step your right foot between your hands. Warrior two, ground your left heel. Open. Cool. Take a moment, kind of get into your legs a little bit. Always take a moment, right? And then today I want you guys to adjust your legs so that, like, I don't care too much about the distance, but I want your front shin like vertical. So if you want a little more intensity, walk your left leg back. If you want less intensity, wiggle your left foot a little closer in. But today, let's really aim for just like your shin being perpendicular to the ground. Nice. Maybe push your hips down a little bit, and then get to your arms. Arms are last. Nice. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. So we're letting yourself really be here in the pose. Awesome. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach all the way up. Maybe look down at your left leg as you reach through your right fingers. Notice if you still have that like parallel shin today. Come back to warrior two. And then we're gonna take all that length that we had on the right side and then just start to lean forward in space, reach forward, extended side angle pose. We won't be here for long, so elbow to thigh or hand to block or the floor. Awesome, if you're using your thigh for support, just make sure you use your forearm to lift your chest rather than to sink in. Nice, one more full breath in, reach through your left fingers, full breath out. Come right back, warrior two. Straighten your right leg. Turn your right toes in. Let's just do that on the other side. So warrior two, left toes go out, and then sink right back down. Maybe give yourself a moment here, just to kind of feel it. Yeah, kind of Ashtanga style, but not really. Get your left shin perpendicular to the ground. I know I keep using parallel and perpendicular, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Nice. Start to brace your legs, press the ground away. Reverse your warrior, left arm lifts up. Warrior two. Take the length, reach forward. Extended side angle pose, elbow to thigh. Top arm up and over. Nice. So we're moving slow, so let everything fire. Nice. Big breath in. Big breath out. And the legs start to shake. Warrior two. Straighten your left leg, toes in. And then hands to hips, bend your knees a little bit. Prasarita Padottanasana, forward fold with wide legs. Nice, hands can come to the ground or block, or even just hands on hips. But find a halfway lift and actively push the floor away. Awesome, squeeze your glutes, and then give me a side lunge into your left leg. See if you can keep pressing down through your right pinky toe. Nice, and maybe you get your shin parallel, maybe you don't, it's not as imperative here. But I want you to send your hips back. Think more about sending your hips back in space. Awesome. Then, crawl your hands to frame your right foot. Give me a side lunge here. Send your hips back in space. Nice. Come back to your left side. Awesome. And then right hand under your face, lift your left arm, big twist. If you want, wrap your left arm behind your back. Move side lunge into the right side. Left hand under face. Right arm lifts. Maybe bring it behind your back. Big breath in. Big breath out. Okay. Start to pivot your feet to the front of your mat. So you're gonna make a low lunge. And then take a side plank. Step your right foot to your left or modify as you need. Awesome. And then from here, I want you to take your right foot and then bring it to the ground. If you're in modified, you're already doing it. And if you're in a normal plank, I want you to take your left foot and bring it forward in space. If you're in a modified, you can just hover your shin. It's just what we did at the beginning of class. Take it back, downward facing dog. If you want to flow your little heart up. Big breath in. Big breath out. All right, lift your left leg all the way up. Step your left foot between your hands, warrior two. Same thing, we're just gonna do it a little bit quicker. Keep it pretty simple today. So with the simplicity, sink in. Left shin, perpendicular to the ground. Nice, reverse your warrior, reach up. Extended side angle, elbow to thigh, top arm up and over. Or maybe left hand goes to the ground, or maybe you take a half or a full bind. And full breath in, full breath out. Come right back up, warrior two. Straighten your left leg, toes in, and then warrior two to the back of the mat. Let yourself settle, find your pose. Reverse your warrior, reach up. Extended side angle. Find your variation. Elbow to thigh, hand to floor, block, ankle. Top arm can go up and over. Get crazy with it. Big breath in. Big breath out. All right, got a bind. Unravel. Come back up. Straighten both of your legs. Toes in, heels out. Actually, toes out, heels in. Come to a goddess squat. So bend your knees, sink your hips back, and then bend your elbows so they're in line with your shoulder. Nice, sink a little lower than you think. And then move your hands to your rib cage. So I want you to take your hands like just to the outside and try to draw your ribs towards one another. Awesome. Sink down. Big star pose. Straighten your legs, reach your arms up. Goddess pose, sink in. Let's do that 2 more times. Big star. Goddess. 1 more. Big star pose. Reach up. Goddess pose, sink down. Awesome. Take your hands and then reach them forward in space in front of you. Chest goes forward, booty goes back. Nice. You can bring your hands to your ankles. So your forearms are pressing on your shins, kind of like a wide leg balasana. I know I'm talking through my legs right now. Big breath in. Big breath out. Hands to the ground. Toes in, heels out. Adjust your legs. Side lunge into your right leg. Little twist. Side lunge into your left leg. Little twist. Cool. Point your feet to the front of the mat. Modified side plank or side plank. Nice, you guys. If you're in side plank, left foot grounds. Take your right leg, kick it forward. And if you're in modified, hover your right shin. You can kick it forward too, get crazy. Awesome. Downward facing dog. Take it all the way back. Big breath in. Big breath out. Walk against your feet at the back of your mat. Ragdoll pose just for a moment and just roll your wrists out a little bit. Nod your head yes, nod it no. Cool. Downward facing dog. Crawl your hands right back. And then for that matter, come to a high plank. Drop down to your forearms, forearm plank pose. And I normally try and have you guys have like parallel forearms, but if you guys would like, you can also bring like interlace your fingers or your palms together. That's totally fine. Lift your hips up, dolphin pose. I want you to think about pushing the floor away. And then lift your right leg all the way up. Nice. Extend through your toe tips. Drop your right foot down, lift your left leg up. And again, I just want you to focus on pushing the ground away, so just energizing everything. Forearms, toes. Dolphin pose. Nice. All right, from your dolphin, downward facing dog, take it back. Right leg lifts all the way up. Bring your knee to your chest, shift forward. 3-legged dog, kick it back. Step your right foot between your hands. Awesome. Warrior 2, open up. Nice. And then this time, straighten your right leg. Bring your hands to your hips. And then send your hips back, but lean your chest forward. So we're going into triangle, but just kind of slowly. Try not to dump into your right side. And then right hand to a block, or your shin, or the floor. But bring your hand behind your foot if you're using the ground or a block today. Nice. Press down through your right big toe. And imagine your right thigh moving back in space. Big breath in. Big breath out. Left hand to your left hip. Walk your right hand forward, half moon pose. Left leg comes up. Nice. You can reach your left arm up if you'd like. Cool. We'll be here for a moment. If you want to play, you can take your left leg and start to kick it out in front of you like a little fire hydrant. Awesome. And then start to send it back to your half moon pose, super slow. Maybe even send your leg behind you a little bit. Just feel the center of gravity change. Cool. Slowly step down. Warrior two. Straighten your right leg. Left toes go back, hands to hips. And then just pour your hips forward. Nice. Just moving slowly. Getting some physical contact. Move into your triangle pose. Awesome. And then notice, it's really easy to dump into your left side here. So just kind of notice you can keep a strong torso. Right hand to hip. Half moon pose. Left hand goes forward to block your floor. Oop, I'm going to hit some books. So I'm going to move back. If you want to play, right foot can fire hydrant forward. Maybe it goes back and behind you. Nice. Move to half moon. Warrior two. Awesome. Straighten your left leg. Toes in, heels out. Hands behind your back. Interlace them, big chest expansion. Forward fold, bring it down. Big breath in. Big breath out. All right, release your hands underneath your feet. And then come to a runner's lunge to the front of the mat. So pivot your right foot forward. Wiggle your right toes further to the right. Nice. Come up onto your fingertips. And then drop your left knee down. Lift your chest. If you want to add a little quad stretch, lift your right arm, bend your left knee, reach behind you. Even if you have like a rope, if you have like a strap or something, you can use that. Or just like, if you can't reach your foot, just hold here and imagine you're still going to get a stretch. Sweet. Release your left foot. And then take your right hand, what am I saying here? Side plank. So your right foot to your left. If you want to catch your right big toe with your right fingers and just send your right foot forward, go for it. You can lift your right leg all the way up. Release your right foot if you have it. Downward facing dog. Get there the way that you please. Big breath in. Big breath out. The left leg comes all the way up. Knee to chest one time. Kick it back. Step your left foot between your hands. Awesome. Rise on up. And then straighten your left leg. Hands to hips. Same thing, triangle pose. We're just going to move a little bit quicker. So pour your hips forward, reach forward, and bring it down. Look down at your left foot. Move to half moon pose. I'll give you one more little option to play. So come through your half moon. You can fire hydrant your foot forward in front of your face. And if you want, maybe even reach for your right big toe. You can move that grip from your toe to your ankle and then kick it back for Trikonasana. Or you can do none of these things. Move through half moon. Warrior two land. Straighten your left leg. And then triangle to the back of the house. Hands to hips. Lean your chest forward. Hand to shin, block. You guys know the drill. Half moon pose. Get there. Fire hydrant your left foot forward, maybe catch your toes. Again, we're just looking for connection. These binds add a little more like physical, like we get a little more feedback, right? You can change the grip from your toe to your ankle. Take it to Tropasana. Tropasana, you kick your foot behind you, to clarify. Half moon pose. Warrior two lift. Straighten your right leg. One more time. Hands behind your back. Make a fist, punch it down, lift your chest. Softly fold over your legs. We're almost to the stretchy stuff. Release your hands. Halfway lift, runner's lunge to the front of the house. Left foot wiggles more to the left. Drop your right knee. Maybe add a quad stretch. Reach your left arm up, bend your right knee. Beautiful, you guys. Big inhale. Big exhale. Release your right foot. One more side plank pose. This time maybe you catch your left foot in your left hand and then lift it all the way up, or just like send it forward like we've been doing. Keep it a little more continuous. Awesome. Slowly meet downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Cool. Lift your right leg up. Bend, stack, open your hip. Half pigeon pose. We won't waste any time. Right shin forward, like parallel-ish to the front of your mat. Wiggle your left toes back. And for a moment, come up onto your fingertips and squeeze your right leg towards your left. You're gonna lift a little bit higher, that's okay. It's actually probably a good thing. This is a great time to sneak a blanket or a block under your hips if that's something you like. Or like maybe hover your fingertips up. Just for a moment, see what happens. It's a good way to feel balance or feel the lack of balance. And then eventually hands come all the way forward. Takes me a while to get into a pigeon pose, so if it takes you a while, I'm with you. Take your time. Start to lift your chest, walk your hands in. Tuck your left toes. Take it back, three-legged dog, bend, stack, open your hip. If you want to flip your dog, step your right foot to the left side of your mat. Lift your hips all the way up, right arm goes forward. Downward facing dog, take it back. Left leg lifts, you know where we're going, half pigeon pose. Left shin goes forward, parallel-ish. Lift up onto your fingertips to just readjust. Walk your right leg back. Squeeze your legs so you lift a little higher. Maybe you hover your fingers. Maybe they go up. One side might feel a little more treacherous than the other. And eventually walk it out. Take your time. Start to lift your chest. Take it back, three-legged dog. Then stack open. Flip your dog if you'd like. Hips lift. Nice. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Look up towards your hands. Bend your knees, jump to a seat to the top of the mat. And then roll all the way onto your backs. Nice and simple. Cool. Walk your feet in. Lift your hips, bridge pose. If you guys want to take a wheel, like you are ready for a wheel pose, so wheel your little heart out. I'm still staying away from wheels, so I'm not going to demo it, but I'll explain it to you next round through. Press down through your feet. And then in bridge, press the back of your head down as well as like the backs of your shoulders. See what happens. Sometimes I like to bend my elbows so my fingers go up and then press my the backs of my arms down as well. Gently lower all the way down. Take a moment of rest. Knock your knees together, feet a little wider. Awesome. And again, walk your feet in. If you want to take wheel pose, again, hands by your ears. Lift up into the crown of your head. And then lift all the way up into your bridge wheel pose. Otherwise, you're bridging with me. Lift your hips. And again, you're still in your own house. You know, if you want to do a different back bend, I trust you guys. Whatever it is, I just ask that you do it with intention. Gently drop your hips, go slow. Awesome. And then we're going to do one more back bend today. If you just want to take your hips up on a block or a blanket or whatever prop you have, that's great. Otherwise, last back bend here, bridge, wheel, wherever you're at, hips on a block. I'll let this last one be for you guys. Stay up as long as you'd like, if you need a couple minutes or even just like a couple moments. But let's all meet in Supta Baddha Konasana. So hips drop, soles of the feet come together, knees are wide, but take your time. Take your time here. Once you're in Supta, bring your one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Once your legs, your knees widen, fall open. Feel your heart beat, your belly rise and fall. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Ask yourself what it is that you need here. How you're feeling, how you're doing. Just a moment of compassion. Then move your hands to the outsides of your thighs, knees together, feet wide. And then drop your knees over to the left side. Nice. And just kind of use your brain to send your right knee and thigh, your right leg, send it a little closer to the mat. And then go back to center, just do that over to the left side. Use your brain, send your left leg a little closer to the mat. Awesome, come back to center. Cross your right leg on top of your left. And then bump your hips a smidge to the right. Drop your knees over to the left side. Supine twist with eagle legs. You can tee your arms out, or maybe bring your left hand to your right thigh. Come back through center. Switch the cross of your legs, left leg on top. Bump your hips to the left, drop your knees to the right. Gently come back through center. Unravel your legs. And then send your legs up to the sky just for a moment. Again, wherever they'll go naturally, if that's a little more forward, a little bit more perpendicular. And wiggle your toes, give them a little crunch. Roll your ankles. Then slowly bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself the biggest hug. Arms wrapped, maybe kiss your kneecaps. And when you're ready, Shavasana, legs long, arms by your sides. If you want to take a seated meditation, that is totally fine with me. Soften the backs of your shoulders, the backs of your hands. You're welcome to stay here as long as you'd like. If you're ready, start to bring some awareness back to your body, a little wiggle of the fingers and toes. Wiggle your wrists and ankles. And then eventually arms go up overhead, make a morning stretch, point your toes, give a little flex. Then start to bring your knees into your chest. Roll over onto one of your sides, left or right. Just take a moment to feel the ground support you, just for one more moment today, and support your entire body weight. And then when you're ready, roll up to a seated position. Eyes closed, open, whatever suits your fancy. Sit up nice and tall. On inhale, reach your arms all the way up overhead. Touch your palms together. And bring your hands to your heart. And take a full breath in. Full breath out. Bring your thumbs right up between your brow. And from my heart to all of yours, I got you. Namaste.